Anger wells within us all, gifted by a god who enjoys his petty torments. I remember Sister Anna smacking my hand with a ruler for comparing Satan's vengeance to the Lord's wrath. All these years later, I still don't know the difference. But I do know of an emotion akin to anger, yet far more dangerous. Rage. Pure, hot, relentless, like fire tearing through dry timber. For some, it's chaotic, unpredictable. Mine is focused on a singular aspect of life: humanity. My purpose: carnage. I was not born with this desire. Rather, it was thrust upon me in the midst of war, when my only wish was to be a hero. A wish already naive, now eternally hopeless. Downtown Gotham. Master Bruce, I have Miss Zatara on the phone. Perfect timing. Patch her through, Alfred. 4 flakes this month, Bruce. 4 times I got all dolled up just to be sitting in a restaurant by myself. If anyone should understand, it's you, Zatanna. We're in the same damn business. Oh, I understand. The unpredictable nature of crime fighting, etc., etc. That's why I suggested we remain just friends. We can make this work if we work together. All I'm asking for is patience. If I had $1 for every time John asked for patience, I'd be as rich as you are. Can we have a conversation without his name coming up? No guarantees. We'll figure this thing out. Promise. I'm a sucker for emotionally unavailable men. Gotta bring that up in therapy next week. Thank you, I think. So, need some help? I can teleport there in the new outfit I just bought for our date, and... Negative. ETA 15 minutes. So, what's the deal? Gun traffickers. Ship full of German M16s. If they made it to the streets, Gotham would look like a war zone. Rather than the beacon of tranquility you hold in such reverence. Somehow, I feel I haven't been fully forgiven. Regardless, if it weren't for your patience and understanding, I wouldn't have been able to intercept this shipment. Stop while you're ahead. Fair enough. Buy me a coffee and we'll call it even. The caffeine could open the door for some early morning fireworks. Something tells me a late breakfast would be better. Perhaps clarity should be given. I don't hate humans. The beast within me does. The thing I cannot control, taunting the banal man's mind while screaming out for sweet release. Release the fire. Watch it burn. Inhale their fear. That pungent aroma of terror. Once you've savored these moments, kill them all. High-tech joints like this don't just catch fire. Could be on the verge of making a magic pill. Rivals came in, stole the formula, and headed for the hills. That's one theory, thinking this could be an inside job. Wouldn't surprise me. Desperate times we're in. Insurance payout would be sweet. Economy's in the shitter. Maybe it's caught up to Bruce Wayne. Suppose it could happen to any of Gotham's fine moguls. Welcome to the party. Got a live one here. Potential arson, bodies, whole shebang. I need space. Everybody take 10. Sorry, Todd. Means you too. This is an active fire, Jim. I'm the fire captain. That makes me the heavy. The bodies make Gordon heavier. Mayor's gonna hear about this. Give him my regards. He'll be happy to know you saved the day. This went down fast. My fire support drones were alerted 47 minutes ago. But I'd say it's been an hour since these limbs were ripped from the body. Severed with a blade. Not cut, Jim. Ripped. The tendons and bone are uneven at the tearing point. Someone tore them off. Sounds like Wayne had some wild stuff going on in here. Always the case with people up top. These are claw marks, like from a large cat. So they're poking and prodding some cat. Cat gets tired of the BS, tears through the staff, evades security. That the gist of it? Things in Gotham are never that easy. But until I get a look at these samples, I'm just guessing. Unfortunately, a guess from the Caped Crusader trumps anything detectives say any day. I'm flattered. Master Bruce, I'm intercepting talk of a large creature in Kane Park. You're going to want to send all your men to the park. You've got something cornered in Kane Park. Well, what the hell is it? A big beast thing? That's all you can give? I'll be there soon. Cavalry's already on the way. Always keeping us a step behind. All right, break's over. Investigators in here. Everybody else, get your asses to Kane Park now! Kane Park. There is no safe haven for me. No hope for a better day. I'm a creature cursed to a life of misery. But as they say, misery loves company. You! Come out with your hands up! Everyone, in, now! No! Ah! Please! God! Mama! Hold up, Bats. We don't know what this thing is. Whatever it is, it's strong as hell. Stronger than Bane, Killer Croc. Doubt it. Stop now, and we both might get some shut-eye before dawn. Can't say I didn't try. Bloodlust stifles the faint whisper of guilt. The heartbeat piercing my senses. The blood promising to quench my insatiable thirst. Satisfying my need to feed. Oh, God. The hunger is so strong. Stronger than me. I bear witness to my actions. And pray for forgiveness with full knowledge that it will never come. I assume this isn't the work of the usual cast of characters. You assume correctly. The cells on one of the bodies contain strains of lichen DNA. Wolf DNA. A wolf did all that damage. This thing was different. Kind of strength and savagery I've never encountered. More bear than wolf. So a wolf-like bear destroyed one of the most sophisticated laboratories in the world. That's one smart bear, like Yogi or Smokey. I have no idea, Alfred, but you're going to find out. Perhaps you should take this one slowly. Research. Gonna need another costume. Saying you should rest your injuries would be pointless, wouldn't it? That it would, Alfred. That it would. What appears simple is rarely so. Someone was confined in this room, same place the fire started. The question is, who was it? Try replacing the word who with what? Dr. Kirk Langstrom. Good morning, Batman. Something told me I'd see you here. What brings you to the remnants of Wayne Pharmaceuticals? Putting the pieces together, just like you. What do you know? The rays of a full moon shone through that skylight, and turned a man into a werewolf. The things I fight in Gotham can surprise me, but they're not fairy tales. Something in your voice betrays your uncertainty. I consulted for Wayne Pharmaceuticals under weapons research. The big man likes his divisions compartmentalized, so we were one of those departments with no name, only a vague directive to weaponize magic and mysticism. One of our test subjects was Christian Talbot. He was an officer in Her Majesty's Armed Forces, led a classified joint operation in Romania. Amidst a furious battle, Talbot was separated from his troops. When he fell upon a lichen, he fired on it with conventional weapons, but they had no effect. The lichen attacked. Talbot lay in a Romanian hospital for 2 weeks. His body healed rapidly, the only remnant of the attack being a mark on his palm, a pentagram. He returned to life, putting the past behind him, until that past refused to be ignored. On the run, Talbot visited a Romani woman who, upon seeing the mark, realized the curse that had been placed upon him. She proceeded to recite the words that no doubt haunt him in his waking hours. When the moon is full, hanging above the earth in all its glory, the blood within the cursed heart will burn. The beast within will escape its human cage, punishing all that crosses its path. When the moon is full, Christian Talbot becomes a werewolf. He was here in hopes of finding a cure. Instead, he destroyed the place. Christian Talbot is no criminal. Murder, mayhem, that makes him public enemy number 1 in my book. Why weren't you here last night? I avoid coming out when the moon is full. Vampirism and lycanthropy are distant cousins, you know. Thought you had a handle on Man-Bat. Our inner beasts resist control. We can only reason with them. Any idea where Talbot might be? He was staying here. I doubt he'll be back. Got a hunch I'll share when I'm sure. That said, there's a full moon tonight, so he shouldn't be hard to find. Potter's Den.
He dead?
Breathing, so he's still kicking. But being ass out in an alley can't be good for one's health.
What do you think he's doing here?
No idea, but you don't end up in these parts by accident. Where am I?
Potter's Den.
Think Skid Row, but worse.
I'm Andre. That's Mr. Sam's.
Christian Talbot, how'd I get here? No idea, son. Me and the boy was looking for cans and scrap metal. Ran across you lying here naked as a jaybird.
What's that on your hand?
Birthmark. Hesitate to ask how you lost your clothes. Long story. A lot of that around these parts. Good thing there's always hope for a brighter tomorrow. Yeah.
You're gonna need some clothes.
I don't have any money. Hate to think where you'd keep a wallet, seeing as how we found you.
Sister Weeks that runs the mission will hook you up. Takes care of all of us.
She'd take me like this. She's seen worse, in case you haven't noticed. This is the bottom. A werewolf? Langstrom's theory. Some genetic freak that's lost in his head, if you ask me. Common street freak do that to you? I think not. Werewolves, vampires, all can be explained by science. O ye of little faith, guilty as charged. If it can't be explained by science, it's bull. I pity you types, the ones that can't see past logic or relegate the entirety of existence to science. With what we see every day, what people can do to each other. After all that, you'd subscribe to the belief of a higher power that watches it all play out like some sick puppet show? I subscribe to faith. My very being is grounded in a world the eyes cannot see. I was born into the Homo Magi race, a unique subset of humanity bedeviled with magical abilities. I've seen the power of the dark realm, the creatures it conjures, and the spiritual and physical destruction they're capable of. To accept the power of the dark realm, one must also accept the light. That's where my beliefs lie, Bruce. In faith, and faith alone.
Yeesh, all that godly rah-rah, you'd think she'd be boring in the sack. Sorry to eavesdrop.
Fancy seeing you here, John.
Hey, Zatorna.
So, this is the guy I keep hearing about.
Ain't here to cut in on your date. I know what happened at Wayne Pharmaceuticals, and Gotham's little werewolf problem is about to get worse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your type rarely does. Standing on those stacks of cash makes it tough to see what's happening on the ground. Least you could do is get bats on the horn. Schedule us a sit-down.
I don't have a personal relationship with the Batman. With what's coming, you might wish you did. Thank you for the clothes, Sister Weeks.
You're welcome, Christian. I'm happy to help in any way I can.
Sister, if a man has done unspeakable things, does God turn away from him?
God never turns away. His hope is that you seek his guidance and mercy, which can lead you to a better path.
I've caused so much pain, not sure I can carry my guilt and shame much longer.
Would you be willing to pray with me, Christian?
Yes, ma'am. Lord, I was once a good man. That was so very long ago. I'd do anything to go back. Before the fire, before the hate. No! No!
Christian, what's happening to you? Please, don't hurt me! There is a path every living soul walks. It leads to the darkest of realms, each step a tribute to the shittiest parts of ourselves, those toxic places under the masks we wear. This exercise doesn't take place in death, it happens in life. During moments of stillness, where guilt, shame, and anger take hold of our better virtues, allowing the beast within to roam free, corrupting the goodness life can bring, contempt for all things of beauty. The man lying before us is walking that path as we speak. Can't run, can't hide. Or, to use the Queen's English, Bruce Wayne is in the shitter. Pretty bleak, don't you think, Mr. Constantine, was it? Bleak, but true, my friend. It's a miracle. Master Moneybags is wakened from his beauty sleep.
Where am I?
Wayne Pharmaceuticals. A beast attacked Batman and encountered you along its escape route. I called in Mr. Constantine to advise. Yeah, once Langstrom told me a billionaire was in trouble, I dropped everything and came right away. Master Bruce and I were on our nightly stroll. Not once have we ever needed the security detail. So, sitting here like a bunch of cockwombles while there's a goddamn werewolf running loose. If Bats doesn't have the stones, I'll track it myself. Mr. Wayne should be our focus. Don't fret. You'll have that wolf spit out of your blood before opening bell on Wall Street. If the Batman emerges, I'll be sure to let him know of your desire to meet Mr. Constantine. Sweet of you, Alfie, but I think I'll hang a spell. Can't wait to see old Brucey howl at the moon. Ooh! Now I know for certain I'm not dead. What happens now? Will Constantine get his freak show? Asking me as a scientist or a creature of the night. Whichever cuts through the fiction the quickest. Modern medicine has never gotten a handle on lycanthropy. Hard enough to get them to admit it exists. Worse than Catholics coming clean on demonic possession. Could have shot lower, but I'm working on empathy. As I was saying, where the scientific community leaves us wanting, in the mystical sect, significant efforts are being made to rectify the situation. Zatanna's been working since she got word of your condition. Do I detect a hint of jealousy? More like a troll. Fuck yourselves. Focus, John. We've got to arrest the lichen process in Bruce sooner rather than later. The sun won't be up there forever. Wish we had a bazooka in case he goes big dog again. The Father above is the greatest of weapons.
You do remember what Christian here did to the Lord's house. Sorry, sister.
Did I hurt anyone? Put a beat down on Batman?
Better hope word doesn't get back to the Justice League. You're tough, but not Superman tough. I hurt Batman. Tore into him like he was a Salisbury steak.
What's that?
Good eating in days gone by. How can you stand by me, knowing what I am?
No worse than my foster family.
Or my first wife. Thank you. The beast, do you have any control over it? When the moon is full, what's in comes out. Have you prayed for this condition to resolve itself? Holding to what I said, sister, God's favor ain't aimed in Christian Talbot's direction. I live with a curse for which there is no cure. There is no storm beyond the Father's ability to calm. If you say so, sister. If you say so.
How'd I really get here, Alfred? It wasn't easy, sir. I tracked your movements via sonar. Then I quickly assessed the situation. With Dr. Langstrom's attention focused on the beast, I took action. Fortunately, our many years of the unconventional came in handy, easing reservations. My confidence was in disarray. Yet, as is tradition, my faith was restored. That said, the Pennyworth blood pressure prescription will require a stronger dosage. Yet here you stand. Nothing like thinking on your feet. I learned from the best, sir. Zatanna has created a bridge between the spirit realm and the material one. All she needs now is you. Wouldn't take the word need literally. Envy looks lovely on you, John. Get stuck in the smoke space. Don't look to me to save your ass. Zatanna and I are fully capable of unsticking ourselves. Ouch. Quick, Bruce! Move into the light! What is this? Shut up and stand still! Lycanthropy operates on physical and spiritual planes. If we can remove the beast from your soul, it might delay transformation. My soul? Come on, Zatanna. This is a medical situation, not a mystical one. Way different attitude when I asked you to try Tantra. You snatched my soul, Zatanna. It's a figure of speech. Let me do what I do. Now, this might sting a little. Ah! No! Zatanna! Baby, are you all right? Bruce, it didn't work. May I help you? Commissioner Gordon, can you tell me more about what happened here last night? From what I hear, Batman was fighting a large man. Batman? There was no mention of him in our preliminary questioning. The people here, talking to police, doesn't rank high on their list of priorities. Can't get honesty in a church. The world has truly gone to shit. Sorry, sister. It's okay. I've said far worse. Can I help you, Commissioner? Wish we were meeting under better circumstances, Sister Weeks. Last night was a tragedy. Lost a lot of good men, 14 total. Not to mention the folks at Wayne Pharmaceuticals. I will pray for their souls. Prayers are great, sister, but I'm looking for whoever's behind this before more lives are lost. The people of Potter's Den are focused on rebuilding their lives, not murder. I'm empathetic. But we both know not everyone in these tents is seeking salvation. Yet salvation awaits them nonetheless. I've assembled a tactical team to patrol this area tonight. If you know anything, I don't. Bearing false witness is a sin, sister. Zatanna's attempt at solving this via the spiritual route came up short. Time to rely on science. I've isolated the lichen enzyme. Get it to Langstrom. Immediately, sir. I can feel Talbot. Hive mind sort of thing. Do you know where he is? We can call the authorities. Perhaps you've forgotten, Alfred. I am the authority in Gotham City. Perhaps Dr. Langstrom or Constantine can share the responsibility in this instance. You're afraid I'm going to transform into a werewolf, aren't you? Blame it on the movies, sir. The Howling is a personal favorite. I don't know what's going to happen, Alfred, but I'm not going to sit around until it does. Master Wayne, may I ask what's to be done if you do become a werewolf? Worst comes to worst, shoot me in the heart with a silver bullet. Worked in the Howling. Humor in the face of danger is admirable, but might I suggest we take this situation seriously? I've converted the deflector system to emit ultraviolet light. Were you a fern, I'd be relieved. Could suppress the lichen progression. Buy some time. Then what?
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm burning through an entire wardrobe at this rate. If the first aid, your fun parts would be covered naturally.
When this is over, we will laugh about such things.
That I can't see. Oh, ye of little faith. If Batman is infected, he'll find me. The curse, it's like a magnet. Not much chance of him running into you if he's tearing the world up too.
2 werewolves? Maybe a night or 2 in juvie ain't the worst thing.
Is there a basement in the church?
There's one in the gymnasium.
Got any chains? It's Potter's den, kid. Chains, handcuffs. You want it, somebody got it.
Are you sure this is the only solution?
Unless you've got a better idea. Take a couple of sleeping pills, wake up like nothing happened. I'll try to keep it in.
Ask the Lord for strength. What if you gotta pee?
Worst case scenario, this room will smell like everything else in Potter's den.
Surprised you're not out with your squeeze, Z? Bruce wanted time to himself. I respect his boundaries. Pillar of a healthy relationship. Think he'll have the same level of maturity when the moon goes full? He'll do his best, and I'll be there to help him. Look, babe, nobody shakes lycanthropy. Your insanely rich love can't buy his way out of this one. So, I guess it's time to run back to you. Back to chaos and instability. Well, yeah. I mean, we're cut from the same cloth. Wayne doesn't believe in anything but himself. At least with me, what you see is what you get. What I see, I don't want. Maybe not now, but in a few hours? Sorry, Alfred. I've tried everything. The enzymes aren't responding. Not that I thought they would.
You can't just give up, Dr. Langstrom. Mr. Wayne is depending on you.
I am a scientist, Alfred, not a miracle worker. Lycanthropy is thousands of years old, and to date, no one has found a cure.
But Mr. Wayne
needs to buckle in for a long night. Goodbye, Alfred.
Talbot's close. I can feel him. Master Wayne, can I point out that you're as vulnerable to the realities of this condition as Mr. Talbot? We don't know that. I implore you to return to the Batcave. Gotta see this through, Alfred. But, Master Wayne, I'll beat this. I can feel the moon. You have to fight, Christian. You have to fight, Christian. I think we should get a move on, sister. Don't give up. The heat, rage, I can't hold it. Our Father, who art in heaven. Go! No! Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Come on, sister, move your ass!
Christian, I know you're in there. This beast, it's not who you are. No, this isn't happening. Alfred, come now, before it's too... The Dark Realm is the shittiest place on Earth. Think Vegas on a Monday morning. It sets up shop wherever anger and pain reside, which at this point is the entire fucking Earth. Can you imagine doing this shit as a way of life? Waiting for Satan to take a shit so me and my kind can clean it up. Sucks balls. There are occasional perks. Vampires, cryptids, ghouls, gutting them like a fish. Gives a rise like no other. Watching those black eyes roll back, that sulfur smell when they turn to ash. Good times indeed. All beasties aren't built the same, though. Vamps, they love the kill. Suck you in with the promise of sex and immortality. Works like a charm.
Most were rubbish in life, so the misery they spread creates the company they seek. Gives me a little oomph sending them to hell. Of all the nasties the Dark Realm produces, one actually touches my heart. Lichens. Humans carrying an unshakable curse. Herpes of the soul. You can be the kindest, bravest bloke on God's green earth, but when the moon is full, and that heat rises within, the hurts of life swirling in the piss-swill of dark energy, conjures a demon wolf that walks the earth, a snarling, carnivorous beast that cannot be reasoned with. When a werewolf hits the scene, you're truly fucked. Then again, so are they.
This is better than pro wrestling! Sam Martino against superstar Billy Graham at the Garden in the 70s. Put this to shame.
The good old days, me and you, putting a plug in those Bayou bloodsuckers, our victory party at the hotel. Waterbed was to die for. What's that over there? Z, 4 minutes in those bushes, then we investigate. Are you coming? Horribly phrased question.
Disturbance outside St. Anne's. Giant dog people. Send everything we've got to Potter's Den!
I never should have kept Talbot at the lab. Then again, where's a safe place to study a werewolf? Had I allowed my darker instincts to surface, we wouldn't be here. Talbot would be dead. And the citizens of Gotham wouldn't be subjected to his rage. I must meet Talbot where he is. Beast to beast. Even if it means my death. Which, in all likelihood, it will.
Dear God, Master Bruce, I pray your mind feels none of this, let alone your soul. Let's clean up this mess. Can't have any stray tech falling into the wrong hands, or paws. If there's one constant in regards to my employment with the Wayne family, there's never a dull moment. Oh my God. I need a 3-block perimeter. Nothing in or out. And somebody call the Gotham Zoo!
What do you mean sex in the park is barbaric? Remember that night in the Amazon? 3 minutes after the exorcism, we're sending up a storm in the jungle. Hello, Commissioner. Keep your men back. I need space to work.
Those things turn on us or the citizens of Gotham? I'm filling them with lead, Zatanna.
A lot of good that'll do.
Did that thing steal Bats' knickers?
How the hell should I know? I'm not the Batman's keeper.
Hey,
Commish, kind of bizarre, don't you think? A lichen playing Dark Knight cosplay.
It can wear Wonder Woman's headband for all I care, as long as we take it down.
Didn't work, babe. I can see that, John.
Had your shot, Zatanna. Now it's my turn. Give me one more chance. If you're who I believe you to be, this will be more difficult than I originally thought. Then again, thinking isn't of much value at this point. What's required is savagery. Ah!
Dr. Langstrom! Any of those pea shooters toting silver bullets? Not in the budget. I need your power, John. Like that night in Greece at the Four Seasons. That was... Your magic! We need a spell strong enough to suppress the lichen curse. Oh. The only triangle is in your head. Now let's do this. I like being this close. And you say we don't have chemistry. Batman? Where's the other one? Ran off. Send a team after it. Not like the Batman to miss out on the fun. Are you all right, Dr. Langstrom?
Get me back to Wayne Pharmaceuticals.
Help him, John. I love when you dip into your masculine energy. Commissioner, help, please! No, Sister Weeks. Get an EMT in here now!
Commissioner, where is Christian?
I don't know. What happened? She tried to help Christian. Christian's there. That thing is beyond her help. Where the hell is that medic? Sister Weeks, please, just focus on breathing.
Somewhere deep inside, I saw it.
Ah! No, please!
I saw Christian. I saw the good. He would never hurt anyone. Never.
Where am I? Good morning, Master Bruce. You're in the Batcave. Where'd you get the chains? Holdover from your adventures with Mr. Allen and Gorilla Grodd. Barry still owes me for saving his hide. I had no idea how long you would be in your beastly state, thus the irons. It's okay, I would have done the same. Got to get to Dr. Langstrom. You're down a Batmobile, so I suggest some other viable mode of transportation. Fortunately, options are plentiful.
You okay, sister? My body is challenged, but my faith is stronger than ever.
How? You tried to help Mr. Talbot and he tore off your arm. That don't bother you even a little bit?
The beast within Christian is responsible for his actions, not him.
You better than me, sister. Did that to Andre? I'd be mad as all get out.
Anger just makes things worse, son.
What's supposed to happen when folks mess us over? And please don't say pray.
All we have in this life is faith. Bad things happen, but life endures. I may be missing an arm, but I still have life.
So look on the bright side regardless?
Yes, then pray.
Knew that was coming. I did this to you?
The beast within you did.
Semantics. What if there were citizens of Gotham out there?
There weren't, thank goodness. So let's focus on fixing this so the worst-case scenario doesn't manifest.
I agree 100%. How are you feeling, Doctor?
I felt better, but we have bigger issues on the table than me.
My condition, it's connected me to something. Darkness. I can feel other creatures moving about the earth. Talbot, I know where he is. He's on the docks. Stowing away on a ship. Heading to Romania. So we can focus on you. Your issue is beyond the advances of modern medicine, beyond my abilities. So there's no hope? Not here. Where then? Same place Talbot's heading, where the curse originated.
Zatanna's right. You've got to go to the old world, to the deep recesses of the forest. The elders are there, mystics that hold secrets we may never know nor understand.
I'll go with you. Wasn't that grand? Have a word with you, Wayne. I've seen a lot of bad shit. Nothing worse than what's haunting your blood. Listen to Zaddy. She knows her stuff. But if it gets bad and there's no hope in sight, what's this? Silver bullets. Plug into any 38. Sure this isn't about clearing the way for you to get back with Zatanna? Thoughts cross my mind, but I got a soft spot for those carrying the Lycan curse. Shitty thing. Thanks, John. Don't mention it. When you see Batman, tell him I said he's a prime tosser. Will do. Romania, think I'll make it out of here? The answer lies somewhere behind those trees. Easier to teleport wherever we're going. Something tells me it's best to do this the old way. Yeah, you're probably right. Then let's take the long way. Straight into the heart of darkness.
Nothing can be done. If there were a method of reversal, the curse would lose its meaning. There has to be something you can do. I can't keep going. It's too much. Walking through life for all eternity as a bloodthirsty beast. I want out. I've tried ending my life so many times. With each attempt, I felt the fear that comes with dying. The soul's detachment as it wrenched itself from my flesh. The dark pull forcing me back to this hell. I ask myself, why? Why would such a horrible fate befall a good man? Goodness is a matter of perspective, is it not? What do you mean? You have murdered many. Yes, but I was a soldier. I killed in the name of honor, country, God. You did so in the belief of those ideas, whether the actions were honorable. I was doing my job! Be that as it may, a karmic toll assigned beyond my realms, beyond our comprehension, was placed upon you. I can't change the decisions of the Dark Realm. I'm seeking hope. I've given you something just as powerful. Truth. Your truth, it's cruel, twisted. That which rage within will soon take command of my body. Everyone that crosses my path on this night will die.
We shouldn't have come here. I usually love sunsets, but leave it to Bruce Wayne to ruin a potentially lovely setting. We should be in Gotham with Langstrom looking for a cure. If Dr. Langstrom comes up with something, Constantine will see that it gets to us. Until then, we leisurely stroll through the woods looking for God knows what. Got it. Does sarcasm soften the reality of things for you? It stops me from punching things. How's that working out? There's a fortune teller not far from here. She worked with my father for a spell. I'm thinking Talbot sought her out. I'm in no mood for a magic show. I'll keep that in mind. Talbot isn't far from here. I can feel him. I respect him seeking answers rather than feeling sorry for himself. I didn't ask for this virus, Satana. You're cursed, Bruce. Deal with it. People outside of the 1%ers handle hardships every day, with their heads held high, with dignity. This is true. A werewolf wearing a Batman costume. Seen anything like it in your travels, batty old boy? Mr. Constantine, I'd appreciate you referring to me by my professional name, Dr. Langstrom. Yeah, if I looked like a god-awful bat thing, I'd lean on my book smarts too. Must make for one hell of a dating profile pic. Then again, online dating tends to attract a monster or two. Had my share for sure. Do you have anywhere else you need to be, Mr. Constantine? I'd be happy to send you a text if I discover a breakthrough. Bruce Wayne's bitten by a werewolf. A werewolf appears on the streets of Gotham wearing some sort of bat symbol. Doesn't tickle your nips a bit? No, it does not. You're quite the tight ass, Langstrom. What your web search history must be like. Good thing that wolf fucked up your left wing and not the right, huh? The Wayne Foundation will cover the cost of your treatment and stay, as well as the damage to St. Anne's. That's incredibly kind, Mr. Pennyworth. Please give my thanks to Mr. Wayne. If them wolves hadn't tore through St. Anne's and messed up Sister Weeks' arm, would you be up in here making it rain? Excuse me, son. Why come you big pockets only come round when shit gets wrecked? Potter's Den fucked up 24/7. Language, Andre. Young man, my name is Andre. Andre, I'll have you know the Wayne Foundation is the most charitable organization in Gotham.
The young man isn't talking handouts. He's talking folks that have showing up for folks that don't. Mr. Wayne represents a life that few have experienced. His presence, wisdom, and knowledge are as valuable as the money he gives.
How's Wayne? Away on business. Should I set an appointment for you upon his return? No, just curious as to his whereabouts. What he might know about the beast that ran roughshod over Gotham. Those matters would be best answered by Dr. Langstrom. Think maybe Wayne could let me in on why one of those wolf things was wearing a Batman symbol? I am but a humble servant, and harbor neither information nor interest in that of which you speak. A simple fuck off would do, Pennyworth. If I hear from Master Wayne, I'll inform him of your inquiries. Good day, Commissioner. Yeah.
That night, right here in this forest, Christian Talbot died, and a monster was born. If only I'd gotten away, or that thing chose someone else, I wouldn't be here, wandering, lost, hopeless. If the fortune teller's words are true, I've been looking at this all wrong. I wanted to return to the life Christian Talbot once lived. That was fantasy. The path forward lay in acceptance, in a singular idea. Long live the beast. Tonight, I embrace that which I truly am. A werewolf. And what must a werewolf do when the moon grows full? Feed.
Full and bright as ever. Let the freak show begin. How can you be so flippant? It's my approach to life. My parents' death opened a wound that can never heal. Grief is love with no place to go. I focused it and my anger into making Gotham and the world a better place. Yet still, the curse that found Christian Talbot found me.
Makes us brothers of a sort, no? Perhaps we can feast on the flesh of our victims together.
I thought you wanted out of the curse, Talbot. Isn't that what brought you to Gotham?
I've accepted what I am, Wayne. Maybe it's time you do the same. Look, our lichen brethren can smell it on us. The curse, what binds us to the horror within. They know what's coming, what's here. Run!
Oh, Bruce! Bruce, can you hear me?
Enorm dana askraf melrof anus ekli dokru denos nuchab am dinar saluga. It's funny how we deceive ourselves. Deep down, there's always been a darkness. I was just too afraid to look. When I was a soldier, I relished the kill, but the uniform suppressed the guilt. Without it, now I know the truth. I'm the bad man.
Bruce! Christian!
I am the beast, raw and unfiltered. I am this rage. I was a friend, a partner, a father.
Asnova!
But they died a long time ago. All that's left is the beast.
Yes. What happened? I've isolated the active agent in the lichen virus. You can cure Wayne. I can arrest the virus's spread, which may suppress it. potentially delaying transformation. I'll have something in a couple of hours. Can you get it to Wayne? Only reason I'm here, Batface. Let me get to work.
Zatanna, what in the world?
Madame Zenobia, sorry to crash in uninvited, but it's a bit of an emergency. Something tells me a man came here tonight with a problem. A curse.
Christian Talbot, cursed with the mark of the wolf. He sought salvation.
Something tells me he didn't get it.
I provided him the truth he has looked away from.
Sorry to say this, sis, but he's gonna need a little more than a good talking to.
The only release from the curse is death. There are 2 such beasts that roam the wilderness on this night.
Yeah, and I happen to have a thing for one of them. Don't ask me why.
Death to the one that infected the other will free its victim.
Of this I'm aware, but my magic can only keep the beasts at bay.
Try this. It's the only way. I've seen through his eyes now. I can feel his power coursing through my veins. And its rage, pure and hot. All this way from Gotham, without the Batman as my shield. Perhaps this is a fight I cannot win. Zatanna tried to tell me to be humbled by the beast.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. If I had gotten a second chance, I would have done good things with my life.
Hey, Langstrom may have pulled a cure out of his arse. It's over, John. So I traded a year of my life to a demon to conjure me here for nothing? Not now. Let's show a little respect for the dead. Oh, all right. Let's go home.
Yes, I'm ready.
Thanks for coming down today, Mr. Wayne. My pleasure, sister. And you can call me Bruce. Can't think of a better way to spend an afternoon. I can. If you aren't going to pitch in, John, buzz off. Been meaning to ask you something, Moneybags. That beastie. Any idea why he was wearing Batman's getup? No, but if I find out, you'll be the first to know. If you're gonna hang around, Mr. Constantine, we got a lot of pots that need cleaning. Bollocks to the lot of you.
The curse was lifted, but Christian Talbot still left something behind. The Batman is not infallible. But someone has always tried to make that clear to me.